Hello, Alejandra. How are you? Good afternoon. Alejandra, hello. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
A little bit tired, but I'm okay.
Okay, all right. Working, right?
Oh my God. It's terrible.
Of course, I bet. And it must be worse in hospitals, especially now on this season. We are going through a difficult season, so imagine.
Yes, it's very difficult. So many patients. Um, it's really hard.
Of course. All right. Well, let's please continue. And remember that on a previous class, we were reviewing about a conversation practice of personality. Did we finish with all the questions?
No, but I
All
can
right.
remember in which question mm, we
We
stopped
were,
the class. Yes.
I think we were in this one. Do you think people fall in love with good looks or great personality? You answer, and I think we were here on this one. Yes. All right. So is your character similar to your mother or your father's character?
Neither. I have different character from my mother and my father also.
Okay, all right. And let's see. Are you influenced by people you know? Give an example.
Maybe my older sister because she's kind with people. She's very uh, intelligent and also she's very patient.
Okay, all right. And what are some characteristics of your personality?
Maybe the um, I am an empathic person. Sometimes I am a little bit funny. Uh, Maybe shy. Sometimes
Okay,
yeah.
all right. And well, here. What is your star sign and what does it say about you? You know, this the zodiac.
Oh, um, is pound Libra,
Okay.
but I really don't follow the zodiac, o sea, del zodiaco. No, no
Okay.
creo mucho en el zodiaco, but
Okay.
the zodiac say that the um, pounds, sign the pound, I don't know, are the extroverted people. They are really fun and talkatives, but it's opposite of mine. I'm not like that.
Okay. All right. Yes. So Libra. Okay. All right. And well, here. Do you think people or some people are all good or all bad? How about Mother Teresa or how about Adolf Hitler?
I think it's all depends of the context because many people can say the Mother Teresa is a kind person, and maybe it was for the context. She need, uh, I think she thinks that she need to do something about the situation in those moments. But yes, maybe Adolf Hitler, in the other way, is a bad people because uh, he has his own way to see the things, and maybe was very uh, maybe was an wrong person.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Yes,
okay. Yeah, I think the context, the situation, and also the way on how they were raised, no, it depends also.
yes.
All right. If you could change any aspect of your personality, what would it be?
Mm, maybe I am too impatient.
Mhm.
Um, I would like to be more patient.
Okay, all right. And well, here, what personality traits do you consider important in a good friend?
Um, I would say loyalty
Mhm.
and honesty also.
All right. And what personality traits do you consider important in a bad friend?
Um, Maybe the lies. I don't like the lies.
Mhm. All right. And here, what expressions include colors and feelings? Do you know any expression in English that include colors or feelings?
Maybe yellow happiness. I don't know. White purest. Um, Purple. Some people say that is sadness. I don't know. Maybe.
Mhm. All right. And well, here, what is one thing that many people don't know about you?
Mm, uh, I like to sing.
Okay. All right. And can people change their personality if they want to?
It depends of his or her age, because when you are more young, you can change something or some things about people. But when they grow up, it's very difficult. And I also think that the person really need to want to change this thing of these things of or his or her personality, that they don't like it. But if the person don't want to change, they never change.
Okay, all right. I agree. All right. So with this, we finish vocabulary from unit number 2. And well, let's please begin with grammar. What are you going to be reviewing on grammar? Well, you are going to be reviewing the present perfect tense for expressing indefinite past. How is this? We are going to see. Could you read this example, please?
They've been to Rome.
Great. Do you know when they went to Rome? Does it say?
No,
All right.
just
So
say that they estuvieron en algún momento, pero no dice cuándo.
exactly. And that's exactly what we want to do with using the present perfect in this time, because we're talking about an indefinite past. So an action that happened in the past, but we don't know when. So what verb tense is this one? Present perfect. Is the action past, present, or future? It is past. Do we know exactly when this action happened? No, we don't know. As you said, we only know that they have been to Rome, only that, nothing else. And well, how do you form this structure? You need to have a subject followed by have or has, depending on the subject, and the verb in the past participle tense, and a complement. And for the negative form, just add not or the contraction. For example, they have visited Egypt. She has been there. Do we know when she has been there? No. We know when she visited Egypt? No, we don't know. So we can also use the present perfect tense to talk about indefinite time in the past. All right. So actions that happen in the past, but we don't know exactly when. And this is one of the uses that you are going to be reviewing in this unit. All right.
All right.
So, well, this is it. Do you have any doubts or questions about this?
No.
All right. Okay. Very good. Just remember, right? Examples that talk about the past, but not mention when. That's
Okay.
it. All right. Please work on the practice and let me know when you finish. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm finished, Miss.
Great. And how did you do?
And the first was 9 of 15. Then I repeat the practice.
Okay. All right. That's great. Let's please move forward. Well, next, you're going to be reviewing also the use of the present perfect, but with adverbs. Specifically, we are going to see which ones. Well, here. Here we have some examples using adverbs and the present perfect. Please, can you read on these examples?
Yes, I haven't been to the beach lately. I've been to the beach recently. I've recently been to the beach. I've just been to the beach.
Yes. And well, as you can see, we can use adverbs at the end of the statement and also after the auxiliary before the verb in the past participle tense. And here are the specific adverbs that can we use after the auxiliary and at the end of the sentence. Let's please begin. So you know that you need a subject followed by the auxiliary have or has depending. And we can use here adverbs. We can use never, just, recently. Then the verb in the past participle tense and the complement. So you can say they have never visited Egypt. She has just visited Egypt. She has recently been there. And well, here at the end, adverbs at the end. Well, you have to have a subject followed by the auxiliary, the corresponding one, verb in the past participle tense, complement, and adverb. You can use twice, lately, recently. They have visited Egypt twice. She has been there lately. They have not been there recently in the negative form. Just remember one thing. In American English, we often use just and recently with the simple past tense, okay? These two adverbs can be used with the simple past tense, but you cannot use lately with the simple past tense. Lately is only for the present perfect, all right? And
Mm.
well, any doubts or questions here?
It's from another thing. When we said I just got home, when we are talking in present or
I just got home is in the past because you're mentioning the verb in the past, simple past tense, got.
got?
Got home,
Okay.
get.
Sería como recién llegué a casa.
Exactamente.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And well, here, present perfect with adverbs also. For making questions, you can use the word ever to make specifically questions. And well, here we have you ever ridden an elephant? Yes, I have. You can say, yes, I have ridden an elephant in India. No, never, or no, I've never ridden an elephant. Well, to make yes, no questions, we need to have an auxiliary, subject, ever, past verb in the past participle tense, and the complement. So we will say, have they ever visited Egypt? Yes, they have. No, they haven't. Has she ever been there? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Or no, never. To answer positively, we normally add more information. To answer negatively, we normally use never. No, never. And that's it. Although it's a short answer, it's correct to say no, never, right? But this is with questions, adverbs in question. And well, here we have adverbs after the auxiliary and at the end of the sentence. And this one is in questions. Ever, always is going to be after the subject in questions. All right. So any doubts or questions about this?
Not for now, miss.
All right. Very good. Let's please work on the practice. There you go. Let me know, please, when you finish. Thank you.
Finish, Miss.
Great. And how did you do on this practice, Alejandra?
I have 9 of 10.
All right. Well, that's amazing.
Thank
Any
you.
doubts or questions about this?
Yes, and the sentence 6 of option C said, I've looked out of the window, and I put, I've yet looked.
Yet means aún, ¿no? Significa aún.
Aún no he cerrado la ventana, entonces.
I have yet, yes,
I've
didn't.
yet looked out of the window.
Hmm, let's
I
please.
just, I've just looked. Esa era la opción.
Oh, okay.
Ujú,
Oh, here I've just, yes,
ujú.
locked. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think the storm has stopped. Yes. All right. Well, great. Let's please continue then. Well, next thing you will be reviewing on this unit is the following. It's basically the difference in the use of the modal should, follow, and actually versus ought to. We are going to be reviewing should versus ought to. What is the difference? We are going to be seeing. As you know, should we use to give an advice or a suggestion to a person. And here we have an example of an advice. Please, can you read on this example?
Yes. Your hair is too long. You should get a haircut.
Very good. Also to express a situation likely in the present. So a situation in the present. Can you please read on this example?
Mary should be at home now. Give her a call.
Correct. And also a situation in the future, like to make a prediction.
They should win tonight. They're a better team.
Yes. And also we can use should followed by have and a past participle tense. Can you please read on the example?
You should have given your boss the report yesterday when he asked for it.
Yes. And the meaning of this example is that the subject did not fulfill their obligation in the past or did not act responsibly. That's the meaning. And the other one should be followed by the verb in the ing form. Please, can you read these two examples?
You should be wearing your seatbelt. We should be studying for the test right now.
Yes. And well, what is the meaning of these examples? Or when do we use should followed by be and followed by a verb in the ing form? When the subject is not fulfilling their obligation and now is not acting or is not acting sensibly. This one not acting sensibly and this one not acting responsibly. All right. And well, what is the meaning of ought to? Well, should can be replaced by ought to without a change in meaning. For example, is the same saying you ought to study more and say you should study more. Ought to sounds more formal than should and it's used less frequently. So this says that although ought to is very formal for grammar, it is less used. Most of the people use should, but these two words mean the same, right? And well, we use should to advise not to do, we use shouldn't, sorry, shouldn't, to advise not to do something, usually because it is bad or wrong. Here we have examples of what you shouldn't do. Can you please read on them?
Yes, you shouldn't throw your leader onto the street. He shouldn't play with those wires if he doesn't know what he is doing. You shouldn't work so much.
Correct. And well, we are going to be using shouldn't or oughtn't to or ought not to advise to not do something, okay? Not to do something. And the affirmative form is basically to give an advice or suggestion. Doubts or questions about this?
That's for now, Miss.
All right, let's please work on the practices. There you go. That's the first one. Let me know when you finish so I can send you the second one too. How are you doing with the practice, Alejandra? Were you able to access?
Yes, Miss.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss, I have a question. What is the meaning of a group of of girls troll me on Facebook. Hello.
Alejandra, did you finish with the practice?
No, miss, but I have a question. What's the meaning of a group of girls troll me on Facebook?
A group of girls throw me?
Troll me, troll. T
Oh,
R
troll.
T
That
R
means that
O
they
L
prank.
L.
Yes, that means that they pranked. They made a prank with this girl.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Miss, I have a question. Cuando tenemos que hacer una oración con el had better, por ejemplo, aquí dice, I want to finish my relationship with my girlfriend, but she has lots of problems at home. Y en el ejemplo dice had better, hacer una oración con eso. ¿Cómo tendríamos que elaborar la oración?
Oh, she had better. After the subject, you have to place had and then better, and then the complement.
Ok.
Yes.
I finished the first practice, but I don't know if I'm do okay.
All right. Would you like to check?
Yes, please.
Sure. Here.
The part of the sentences that I wrote.
Okay. Mm. All right. Okay, now here for giving advice. As you know, for giving advice, we have different models. And well, you had here the three grammar explanations for should, ought to, and had better. And well, it was here said, no, should and ought to are, it's just a good idea to do something, and had better, it's a problem or danger if you don't follow the advice. So this is a stronger advice. All right, here. B, you should talk. Okay, I think that the grade my teacher gave me on my test is wrong. Really? You should talk to her after class today. You, I think it was better to say ought to talk, but it's the same.
Okay.
Should, should,
It's more out
oh,
is more formal and also they two
exactly. And
are
this one is the mistake, right? We don't say
yes,
should talk. We say should talk without the
yes,
infinitive. That's
yes,
why. Here, the airline only allows 2 pieces of luggage. You better not pack too much or you will have to take it out at the airport. You, for me, in
but
this one, it's better to say, yes, you had better not.
not yes,
It's a strong recommendation because if you don't do it, then you will have problems. Really,
yes.
really problems. And well, here all the statements are correct. So your only mistakes were this one and this one.
Okay,
The rest is everything correct. All right, well, let's please continue now with the second practice, please.
okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I'm finished, Miss.
Great. And how did you do on the second practice?
Really good. I answered all the questions.
Correctly.
Yes, correctly.
All right. Well, that's amazing. Okay. Well, let's please continue. And well, next we are going to be reviewing again the difference between will and going to. As we know, will, it's used to take immediate decisions, like I will have a salad and a fish. Going to is whenever we take prior plans, so decisions take it or decided before the moment of speaking. Will, to make predictions without evidence. For example, I think United will win the game. Going to make predictions with evidence. Look at those black clouds. It is going to rain. Express a future fact. For example, the sun will rise tomorrow. We know that the sun rises every day, so that's expressing a future fact. Here, express something that it's about to happen. Get back, the bomb is going to explode. And well, the difference in meaning is actually not different because will and going to have the same meaning. But we have to take care and we have to take on count a specific, no, the specific uses, immediate decisions, predictions without evidence, and express a future fact. Because if I say, I think it will be foggy tomorrow, and if I say, I think it is going to be foggy tomorrow, the translation of this phrase and this phrase will be the same translation. But here is when we have to, this is what we have to take on count, all right? Here is the specific use. Immediate decisions, predictions without evidence, express the future fact, prior plans, predictions with evidence, and express something that is about to happen. So, do you have any doubts or questions about this?
No, Miss. Just cuando hablamos de predicciones futuras va a ser indiferente si usamos el will o el going to cuando hablamos de mañana.
Well, it depends. It depende, ¿no? Depende si esa expresión a futuro es una decisión, como aquí mencionamos, ¿no? Es algo, son planes que se han decidido con anticipación. Entonces vas a utilizar going to. Si es algo que vas a decidir al momento de hablar, entonces will. En sí, la traducción del will y en going to, cuando uno traduce las oraciones, ¿no? La traducción y el significado llega a ser lo mismo, pero el
Lo
uso,
mismo.
ahí
Ok.
vemos el uso es distinto. Podríamos decir que going to es como un 95% de que eso va a suceder. No es tan predicción. Mientras
Ya.
que el will es un 51%, 55% de probabilidad en que sí pueda ocurrir, como que no. Ujú.
Ok.
Pero en la traducción de ambas frases, going to will es lo mismo, ¿no? It's the same. All right.
Ok.
Well, I think we don't have time to work on the practices, but I wanted to ask you but about the assignments. Well, I think the due date now is tomorrow, but I think that will you have time to finish tomorrow by tomorrow?
I don't think so, Miss, because I do it all my homework almost of the time in the night because I go to work in the morning, and sometimes in my job they told me, please can you stay for the afternoon also, and sometimes I can do my all my homework at the time.
Mm-hmm. All right, don't worry.
And it is for the quantity of patients in the hospital.
Of course, I understand. Don't worry. I will extend until Wednesday. Is it okay?
It's perfect, Miss. Thank you.
All right. Okay, don't worry, it's fine. Let's please work on the survey, and that will be all for tonight, for today. And we are going to continue on Wednesday, okay?
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
All right.
See you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Have a great
Have a
day.
good, you too. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.